Hi guys, welcome back to Joe Silver. This is Silver Production 25. I'm Joe Silver. Today I'm going to be talking about my favourite games. The first one is Plants vs Zombies. Now, there can't be many of you who haven't heard of it. Let's be fair. It was Game of the Year. It was across tablets, Xbox, PC, so pretty much everybody has heard of it. But if by some miracle some of you haven't, it was a tower defense game with a twist. Basically, these zombies are invading your lawn and you have to defend against them using plants. And which in itself is silly enough, but this game got really silly because they had repeaters, pea shooters, they had cabbage pots, they had melon pots, they had a snow pea, which slowed them down because it froze them. And yeah, it was great. I loved it. I completed it several times, multiple times. I mean, I had it. I think I completed it on the PC. I've completed it on the tablet. I had it multiple times across multiple consoles, and I loved it. I thought it was absolutely great. It was so silly as well because you got the zombies had such a variety as well. They had your average regular brown coat zombie. You had a cone head zombie. Yes, he had a traffic cone on his head. You had one with a bucket on his head. You had a zombie that was a pole vaulter. You had a screen door shield zombie. You're walking along with a screen door shield, which made him harder to hit. You had an American all-star football player zombie with all the trappings that come with that. You even had one who was riding what they called a zombroni, or zambroni, as it was known, which they used to clean up ice rinks. While he was driving one of them. He was driving one of them. You had all sorts. It got really silly. They had cherry bombs, jalapenos as well. It got really, really silly. It was never meant to be taken serious. And then of course Plants vs Zombies 2 came out, and it was even sillier because Crazy Dave, the guy who you see on both Plants vs Zombies 1 and 2, the guy with a blinking saucepan on his head, by the way, yes, he ate a taco and said, "Oh, I want to eat that again." So he made a time machine to go back in time, so he could eat this taco again. So he goes back in time and ends up going too far, ends up in ancient Egypt. And of course that's how you work back from there, doing pretty much the same thing as you were in the first one, fighting off zombies, but different zombies, whole different jokes. It was funny as all heck, I tell you. It was so good. I absolutely loved that game, and I would love to play it again. In fact, I recently got it for my tablet so that I can do just that, because absolutely hilarious game, really funny. Now my other one, the other game I'm going to talk about today, is my absolute favourite game over all games, and that's Stranger's Wrath for the original Xbox. Now, it is out on Steam as Stranger's Wrath HD, but it doesn't work on my laptop, unfortunately. There's some glitch or something, whether it needs higher stats than I've got, whatever. But I absolutely love that game. And when I had it for the original Xbox, I absolutely thought that was brilliant, absolutely amazing. I completed that several times as well. In fact, once I completed it, was sat there looking, what game should I play next? Oh, stuff it, I'll go round again. That's how good that game was. I actually just, let's go round again, didn't care. Absolutely brilliant. I tell you, so funny. So hilarious. Honestly, loved it. And what it was, for those who maybe haven't heard of it, was that you were a bounty hunter, based a little off Clint Eastwood, I think. At least I get that feel from the way he was dressed and the way he talked. But you weren't human, so not exactly like Clint Eastwood. But basically you were this mysterious stranger, this bounty hunter. And he didn't have guns like cowboys traditionally have, because, as he said at the beginning, when in the very first video, "I don't like guns." that's what he said. You know, he was like that. And But what he had instead is on his arm, he had a crossbow, which housed the ammo. But the ammo was definitely not your traditional kind. It was alive. So you had fuzzles, you had zapflies, you had chipmunks, you had all sorts. It was even a hornet that acted like a machine gun type firing. It was it was so funny. And basically, this was the guy this was. And his job was to go around picking up bounties, and he'd hoover them up with this crossbow on his arm, hoover them up and then that's how he'd bounty them. And there were bosses as well who were slightly harder than the average bounty to pick up, the average bad guy, and and he had a whole thing. And the thing is, you can tell it wasn't meant to be taken seriously because it was done by Oddworld, the people who made Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. That should tell you how silly the game is and how much not seriously it was meant to be taken, because it was made by them. They also made Munch's Odyssey, which is where you first see the fuzzles. Well, the fuzzles are also in this. So, But yeah, it was really good. And, it was so funny. And I completed that again several times. Now, there was a twist about midway through that I won't tell you because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But, it's just amazing, amazing. And the point is, he was trying to get Moolah together for a certain reason. Again, I won't tell you why, because that was the currency in the game. But the really silly thing is that the townspeople were not humans either. They were chickens. No, they weren't cowards, they were chickens. And it was really funny. And some people, not me particularly, but some people they used to beat up these poor chickens because they thought it was funny. And they'd run inside and they'd be like, "We'll come out when you've had a chill pill and when you've calmed down." And it was like, "Go take a chill pill." Really silly. And one of the funniest jokes on there is somebody says to him to get into a secret area, secret black market area. They said the password is molasses. So he goes up to the door, knocks, and he said password, and he goes moles asses. And it's like, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. So it was just honestly a silly game that was never meant to be taken seriously. And I'm sorry if I'm laughing so much, but this game has that effect on me, guys. Honestly, it was a brilliant game. I absolutely loved it. I recommend it to any of you who watch and who want to see it. But yeah, honestly, this is a brilliant game. Brilliant. Anyway, I've been Joe Silver. Thank you for watching. If you liked, please leave a comment below, hit the like button, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And please tell all your friends. I'm doing them every week, on Wednesday. So, you will get the content. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.